employees casually inspect the museum for the night. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appears, and before they can react, the figure attacks them. They freeze in shock, unable to do anything about it. The figure reveals himself as a Viking, or at least he claims to be. He loudly declares, "No one can stop the Vikings." To be honest, he sounds like a Viking fanatic who's gone out of control. Hi, Crystal here. This is my Totally Spies Season 7 Episode 6 review. Let's get into it. The episode ends with Sam and Clover casually hanging out at their condo. Sam is making cereal while on her phone, and Clover is drawing some sketches. Really ever see Sam as a gamer, but they're probably writing her like that to give us this image of Sam being a geek, which is something they did show in the previous seasons, so having her code her own game is not too surprising. Just then, Alex bursts in, and in typical clumsy fashion, lands in Sam's cereal, spilling it everywhere, including on Clover's sketches. The scene is a mess, and Clover is clearly annoyed. Alex is training for a decathlon, but perhaps she should train in a proper outdoor area instead of around someone's cereal. The girls think this and advise Alex to train in a stadium. As they discuss this, Clover adds that they don't have any missions at the moment, which of course is the perfect cue for them to be suddenly whooped. Jinx! However, instead of getting whooped inside the office, they find themselves in the janitor's closet. Toby enters and reveals that he knows something secret that they definitely shouldn't know about yet. Jerry and Zerlina are planning to give the spies an assessment, a spy assessment. The girls want to get ready and be prepared, but they have no idea when the assessment is due. Toby agrees to spy and find out more about the assessment. While hiding in the janitor's closet, the janitor finds them and is very angry. He chases them, but they manage to hide away in Zerlina's office. Zerlina is surprised to see them at Whoop, considering she didn't whoop them yet. However, she sees it as perfect timing because she has a mission for the girls. The mission is that several Viking artifacts have been stolen from around the world, and the only museum that hasn't been pillaged yet is in Singapore. Zerlina entrusts the surveillance of the museum to the spies. Toby hands out gadgets, which, as always, seem perfect for the mission. Zerlina explains that the mission will test the girls and that they should not disappoint her. The girls and Toby realize that this mission is actually the assessment. When they arrive at the museum, the girls become suspicious of everything and everyone, secretly evaluating them and thinking they work for Zerlina. Even Sam becomes paranoid. They enter the museum, awestruck by everything inside. Clover casually spots someone dressed as a Viking stealing some gemstones. The girls think the test has started and that the Viking dummy is actually the examiner. When they spot the Viking, he runs away and attacks them when they chase after him. Defeating the Viking is a pretty easy feat for the girls, and when they capture him, they let him go, thinking he is their examiner. The Viking, unsure why they are letting him go, certainly doesn't complain but is definitely weirded out. The girls continue to explore the museum, thinking the test is over. Suddenly, an alarm goes off in the museum, and they run to check it out. They see the Viking chanting something like a maniac, and the statues around him awaken. Believing it's still a test, they think they have to stop the Viking and his awakened statues again. However, this time, all three girls are captured. The Viking maniac steals a boat and pretends he is an evil Viking captain preparing to take over the world. Sam calls Toby, asking how to escape from a bubble, but Toby says he heard their assessment is starting soon. Sam quickly realizes that the Viking maniac is actually a real baddie they have to stop. She becomes serious and runs towards the Viking ship. Alex helps Sam out of the bubble, but Sam suddenly grabs Alex and catapults both of them because she wants to land on the tourist boat. Unfortunately, she misses, and they crash below the bridge. While Alex and Sam are away, Clover uses her charm to distract one of the Viking statues and get the keys to her handcuffs. When the Viking boat attacks the tourist boat, Clover tries to single-handedly stop the Viking maniac. She gets surrounded, but luckily, Sam and Alex come to the rescue and capture the awakened statues. Clover uses her wits to make the tourists believe this is merely a tourist attraction, and awakens the statues in a flashy, exciting Clover way. They drown the Viking boat, and the Viking maniac goes down with it. Hoop arrives to take care of the aftermath. Toby calls to tell the girls the assessment is about to start, but the girls are totally exhausted. Afterward, Alex competes in her decathlon and wins gold. The girls congratulate her, but Zerlina interrupts to hand out the test results, revealing that they passed with flying colors. I feel the villain was easy to defeat, but the girls just had to take it more seriously. So I don't have much to say about the episode, but what do you think? Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check out my other Totally Spies videos. Oh, and before I go, a lot of you have been asking for where to watch the full episodes, and I made a community post about it. And if the link's not working, then you might want to try a VPN. I'm working on 3 other episodes, but they'll probably take a week or 2 to be ready. So like and subscribe to get notified for it. Crystal out!